Hello artists, so I want to show you how you can make your very own Scream inspired artwork. First of all, hopefully we'll talk more about this painting, but this painting is really fun. It's called The Scream, and yes, the famous Scary Mask movie is inspired by this guy right here, and that scary mask is inspired by, again, this face right here. This is a painting by Edvard Munch, and one of the neat things about it, and the reasons that it is famous, is because this man that's screaming in the foreground, it almost looks like the entire painting is screaming, the way that the colors are vibrating and shaking, and it almost looks like they're moving. Often his creatures or people are pretty like that. Don't look very good, they look a little bit haunting, and they're often alone. They're also not very detailed, and I'm going to show you how you can make this artwork, and actually I've already started. So you are going to need a piece of paper to make this artwork. You are also going to need oil pastels, and if it's available, baby oil. So again, I already started, but one thing I want to show you is that I started by adding this bridge, and I was looking at the original, and I can see that the bridge starts about halfway up and it goes to the other side almost in the corner. And then I paid attention to the fact there's 3 slots. So I drew that, and I drew that. And the next thing I'm going to do, and I'm not finished by any stretch, is I started using all the different colors that I see in the different places. But not only that, I'm trying to go in the same direction. So I can see that the bridge, all the lines are kind of going down. So that is what I'm going for. So I could add more and more color. There's even a little blue, maybe a little green. All right. Same with the sky. I saw lots of reds, a little bit of yellows. I haven't finished because I haven't gone all the way to the edge because I don't have my messy mat with me. Some blues, and then you can even start on the watery bits and the land surrounding it. So if you do have baby oil, you don't have to lay down tons of color. If you don't have baby oil, then you're going to need to lay down, you're going to need to color more with the oil pastels. Don't forget in between the bridge. The other thing I often see when I do this project is the post on the bridge. Because the bridge looks diagonal, people have the tendency to want those posts to also be diagonal, but they're not. They are completely vertical. So leave the post as completely vertical. Oh, I can't believe I forgot to say this. I bet many of you are looking and you're thinking, well, where's the guy screaming? Well, this is what I was thinking. I was thinking it would be so much more fun if you instead drew characters that you're into, whether, you know, it's a character from a cartoon or a game that you like, as you wish. So while I'm laying this down, I have already done one, and I'll be pulling my character out in a minute. I bet you can think, what would Miss Langdon draw? And again, mine will not be complete by any stretch of the imagination. Ooh, there's a lot of black in the water. Okay, so anyway, let's pretend I have more color down. I'll add a little bit more so you can kind of see that I'm just kind of like throwing it in there. I'm looking for what colors I see and trying to add those in. Okay. When you have a lot of color, that's when, if available, you can start with the baby oil. So baby oil is so great for blending things in. It just makes it so much easier. However, it's oil. It does not dry. So be really careful about your other art that's around it because it will stain it. One Q-tip can last quite a while. I kind of think about what is the darker colors and what's the lighter colors. There's not even color there, but my baby oil is putting color there. So again, if you don't have baby oil, you can still do this project. You just need to put a lot more color down. All right, so let's pretend I'm done. And this is the most amazing thing you've ever seen. Oh, one thing I do want to say is, is that you need to, once again, just like when you're coloring, go in the same direction. Don't go horizontal on the water. I'm still going vertical. I still went diagonal on the bridge. Okay, so when it's done and you're like, wow, my background looks great, I kind of recommend gluing it onto a base that I got in the collage station. So the problem with oil is, that is the problem with oil. So I'm gonna go ahead and pretend to glue it down, because I'm not really gluing it down. And I've already made a character. I did a little marshmallow guy. All you need to do is follow a little drawing guide video, and I did change the mouth to be more of that shocked face. And I guess I'm thinking in retrospect now, I kind of wish I had put his arms up so they'd be around his head. Okay, anyway, if I glue this down, it's going to get oil on it. So I'm actually gonna make a pop-up. To make a pop-up, there's several different ways, but one way that you could do is find a couple strips of paper, glue it like a ring, because it's kind of a large one, I'm gonna go make 2 at least. 3 would probably be better. Glue it to the back of him. And I kind of like the idea of having his feet actually go down to the bottom of the base. So I would put glue on the back of these 2 and have him sit down there like a pop-up Scream picture. This is very fun. I really hope some of you do this, and I will be looking forward to it. Happy arting.